Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the news at 9. The headlines. Parliament makes instant Triple Talaq a criminal offence after passing Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails it as a victory of gender justice. Lok Sabha passes Consumer Protection Bill for timely and effective settlement of disputes, also approves Code of Wages Bill to ensure minimum wages for workers. 2 Jaish-e Muhammad terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Government keen to start inland waterways passenger transportation in rivers of northeastern states. And Indian shuttlers Sourabh Verma and Uttejitha enter men's and women's singles main draw of Thailand Open badminton tournament in Bangkok. Parliament has passed the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill 2019 or the Triple Talaq Bill, with the Rajya Sabha approving it this evening. 99 members voted in favour of the bill while 84 against it. The Lok Sabha has already passed the bill. The bill seeks to declare the practice of instant triple talaq as void and illegal and makes it a cognizable offence. It also provides allowance to women victims and their dependent children. The offence is made compoundable with the permission of the magistrate at the instance of the married Muslim woman upon whom talaq is pronounced. The Rajya Sabha also rejected the opposition's resolution referring the bill to Select Committee for further scrutiny. During the division, 100 members voted against it and 84 in favour. Parties including Congress, DMK, TMC, Left and NCP voted against the bill, while JDU, AIA, DMK, TDP, TRS and BSP staged a walkout and did not participate in voting. Replying to the debate on the bill, Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said it has been brought to protect the rights of Muslim women and not to target any particular community. He said the offence has been made compoundable and bailable. He asserted that the bill is for gender justice, dignity and equality.
आज का दिन बहुत ऐतिहासिक है। आज का दिन इस हमारे मुस्लिम समाज की जो बेटियां हैं, जो बहनों हैं, उनके साथ जो नाइंसाफी चल रही थी, आज दोनों हाउस ने उनके साथ न्याय किया है। मुझे इस बात का बहुत संतोष है। ये एक बदलते भारत की शुरुआत है और मैं अभिनंदन करूंगा अपने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का कि उन्होंने इसमें इतना लीड लिया और आज हम बदलाव कर सके।
Mr. Prasad said among the cases related to triple talaq which have come to light after the Supreme Court's judgment, 75% of the victims are from poor families. He questioned the Congress as to why fingers have been raised on the intent of the bill, saying the Congress government during its rule made the provisions of imprisonment in Hindu Marriage Act and Dowry Prohibition Act. Participating in the debate, leader of the opposition, Ghulam Nabi Azad, attacked the government, accusing it of targeting the family setup among Muslims. He said the Triple Talaq Bill does not have provisions for protection of victim women and their maintenance. He said the government is citing a minority judgment of the Supreme Court to justify the Triple Talaq Bill, which is not good. He alleged that the bill is politically motivated. President Ramnath Kovind has lauded the passing of the bill. In a series of tweets, the President said it completes Parliament's approval of ban on the inequitable practice of Triple Talaq. He said it is a milestone in the quest for gender justice and a moment of satisfaction for the entire country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hailed the passing of the bill that abolishes the practice of instant triple talaq. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi termed it as a victory of gender justice that will further equality in society. He said a historic wrong done to Muslim women has been corrected and an archaic and medieval practice has been confined to the dustbin of history. Saying India rejoices today, the Prime Minister thanked all parties and MPs who supported the passing of the bill in Parliament. Mr. Modi said it is an occasion to salute the remarkable courage of those Muslim women who have suffered great wrongs due to the practice of triple talaq. He said the abolition of the practice will contribute to women's empowerment and give women the dignity they deserve in the society. Home Minister Amit Shah has commended the passing of the bill making instant triple talaq a criminal offence. He said the legislation will free Muslim women from the curse of the regressive practice. In a series of tweets, Mr. Shah described the passing of the bill by Parliament as a great day for India's democracy. He congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi for fulfilling his commitment and ensuring a law to ban triple talaq. Women and Child Development Minister Smriti Irani said the passage of the bill is a victory for millions of Muslim women.
आज देश के लिए राजनीतिक और सामाजिक इतिहास रचा सरकार ने 7 दशकों से ज्यादा देश की मुस्लिम बहनों ने गुहार लगाई कि उन्हें न्याय मिले। नरेंद्र मोदी की प्रतिबद्धता है जो आज राज्यसभा में फलीभूत हुई और जो लाखों मुस्लिम बहनें इंतजार में थी कि उन्हें न्याय मिले, उनके लिए आज आशा की किरण लगी है। उनको बहुत बहुत बधाई।
Our Lucknow correspondent spoke to resident of Mirzapur about the bill.
I am Fatima Saleji from Mirzapur, and I think that Triple Talaq fight is very much right, because until 2017, 19 million Muslim women constantly faced the threat of being divorced suddenly. However, all these changes after 2017, verdict by Supreme Court which ruled out the practice of Triple Talaq as unconstitutional. But this success did not come easy. It took years of struggle by the Muslim women who stood up for their rights and dignity.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its news analysis and spotlight program today, will bring you a discussion on Triple Talaq. This can be heard on the FM Gold and Rajdhani channels at 9:15 p.m. The program is also available on our website newsonair.com. Lok Sabha today passed the Consumer Protection Bill 2019. The bill aims at protecting interests of consumers by establishing authorities for timely and effective administration and settlement of consumers' dispute. It has a provision to set up a central consumer protection authority to promote, protect and enforce the rights of consumers. The authority will have power to impose a penalty on a manufacturer or an endorser of up to 10 lakh rupees and imprisonment for up to 2 years for a false or misleading advertisement. The bill also has a provision to set up consumer disputes redressal commissions at the district, state and national levels. Moving the bill, Minister of State for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Rao Saheb Patil Danve said the bill aims to simplify a number of rules. He said consumers do not get quick redressal of the complaints, and with the passage of the bill, consumers will be able to get speedy justice. Lok Sabha has passed the Code on Wages Bill 2019. It seeks to regulate wage and bonus payments in all employments where any industry, trade, business or manufacture is carried out. According to the code, the central government will fix a floor wage taking into account living standards of workers. The minimum wages decided by the central or state governments must be higher than the floor wage. Replying to the debate on the bill, Labour Minister Santosh Gangwar said it is a huge step for the welfare of workers in the country. He said tripartite consultations were held before preparing this code and government deliberated on the suggestions given by people in this regard. He said the bill will effectively address the problems relating to delay in payment of wages, whether on monthly, weekly or daily basis. Congress leader and close associate of the Gandhi family, Sanjay Singh, has resigned from the party. Talking to media in New Delhi, Mr. Singh, who hails from Amethi, said he has also tendered his resignation from the Rajya Sabha and will join the BJP tomorrow. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu has accepted his resignation. He represented Assam in the upper house. Sanjay Singh's wife, Amita Singh, who is the chairperson of the All India Professional Congress in Uttar Pradesh, has also quit the party. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists were killed in an encounter with security forces in Bijbihara area of South Kashmir's Anantnag district this evening. Police sources said the dreaded commander of the Jaish-e Muhammad, Fayaz Panju, was killed along with his associate in the encounter. The identity of another slain terrorist has been ascertained. The sources said Fayaz was involved in the attack on CRPF patrolling party in Anantnag on the 12th of June this year, in which 5 Jawans were killed and SHO Arshad Khan seriously injured, who later succumbed to his injuries. The sources described today's killing as a big achievement for the security forces. Meanwhile, in yet another incident of ceasefire violation, Pakistan Army resorted to unprovoked and indiscriminate firing along the line of control LOC in Sundarbani sector of District Rajouri in Jammu Division today. Defence spokesperson told AIR News that Indian Army responded effectively. Heavy damage to Pak Army posts and casualties to the soldiers have been inflicted by the Indian troops in retaliatory fire. However, in the exchange of fire, the Indian side lost 1 Jawan. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik today clarified that the purported government orders been circulated on social media in the state for the past few days are invalid. Talking to reporters in Srinagar, the governor said there were no such orders issued by the government. The governor appealed to the people not to pay heed to rumours, saying that everything was normal in the state. Yesterday, panic gripped in Kashmir Valley after a letter surfaced on the social networking sites in which Senior Superintendent of Police Srinagar, Dr. Hasib Mughal, asked 5 zonal SPs to provide details of mosques and the management falling within their respective jurisdictions immediately for submission to higher authorities. Earlier, Railway Protection Force RPF had asked the staff to store ration for 4 months and to ensure security of railways property and of the employees. Shipping Minister Mansukh Mandavia has said the government is keen to start inland waterways navigation and passenger transportation in the rivers of northeastern states. Mr. Mandavia said the public sector company Webcourse is preparing a model detailed project report DPR for running low-cost ferry services in the inland waterways in these states. The Shipping Ministry in a release said the model DPR can be adopted for quick implementation by the Inland Waterways Authority of India in consultation with the different state governments in the region. In Chhattisgarh, continuous heavy downpour for the last 3 days has thrown normal life out of gear in several districts. Our correspondent reports that due to the increasing water level of rivers, flood-like situation is prevailing in many areas of South Chhattisgarh. More from our Raipur correspondent.
Due to the heavy rains in Odisha and Bastar region of Chhattisgarh, since last 3 days, the water levels in all the major rivers, including Indravati and Shabri, have risen above the danger mark. Many villages have been cut off from district headquarters. People residing in the nearby regions have been evacuated as precautionary measures, and relief camps are also being set up. Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has instructed all the district collectors and commissioners of the region to monitor the situation and be prepared to deal with any contingency. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
In Maharashtra, the downpour has created flood-like situation in Gadchiroli district of Vidarbha, with administration moving people to safer places. Details from our Mumbai correspondent.
As many as 300 people of Bhamragarh Tehsil in Gadchiroli district of Vidarbha were moved to safer places due to heavy flooding of Perlakota river. The flooding has led to stalling of vehicular movement on Alapalli-Bhamragarh road, which has cut connection with almost 100 villages and hamlets in the district. In Raigad and Alibag areas, all rivers are swollen and water has entered residential areas. In Nashik, the low-lying areas, including street near Trambakeshwar temple, are submerged underwater. Mumbai and its adjoining areas too are experiencing heavy rainfall with high-speed wind. Sonali Ghadar Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
Indian shuttlers Sourabh Verma and Uttejitha Chukka entered the men's and the women's singles main draw of the Thailand Open badminton tournament in Bangkok today. Sourabh first beat Kantawat Lilawechbutur of Thailand and then defeated Zhou Ziki of China in his second match of the qualification round to advance to the men's singles main draw. Uttejitha beat Tam Brittany of Canada to enter the women's singles main draw. In Tripura, the 7th Economic Census EC has begun today afternoon to collect data of various economic activities in agriculture and non-agriculture sectors. The enumerators have started visiting door-to-door and business establishments across the state to collect data on various economic variables. The Economic Census is conducted by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementations. Officials from the State Economics and Statistics Planning Department said the CSC E-Governance Services India Limited has been entrusted with data collection. Spokesman of CSC E-Governance Services India Limited, Sandeep Sengupta, told AIR News that a dedicated mobile app been used for the first time for such data collection by the enumerators. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Parliament makes instant Triple Talaq a criminal offence after passing Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Bill. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails it as a victory of gender justice. Lok Sabha passes Consumer Protection Bill for timely and effective settlement of disputes. Also approves Code of Wages Bill to ensure minimum wages for workers. 2 Jaish-e Muhammad terrorists killed in an encounter with security forces in Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Government keen to start inland waterways, passenger transportation and rivers of northeastern states. Indian shuttlers Sourabh Verma and Uttejitha enter men's and women's singles main draw of Thailand Open badminton tournament in Bangkok. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.